There's this movie that came out in the 90s called Desperado with Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek, and they were both fucking hot.
Are you literally about to ask if we know who Antonio Banderas is?
No, I guess you would.
And
that's who I would think you would know him from. Hi, welcome to Plot Teasers, where we talk about all the books we're reading. I've got Miranda, myself, Alexis, Danny, and Hannah. Hey! Can't even help it. All my coffee is kicked in. And today we read Miranda's tag, yay! Which is
You Had Me at Hola.
Hola! And I loved it. Out of all the books that we have read for book club, favorite.
Woo! Nice. Yeah.
Favorite book. It was light, it was cute, it was celebrity, and it was actually the first one I've read where there was like TV stars or celebrity people, where both of them were celebrities. Usually in the other ones it has like a Notting Hill thing, where one is like a regular person and one is a celebrity. They both were the celebrities.
I like that.
Going through their own thing, and it was fun.
I loved it. Let's talk tropes before we give our reviews.
Yes.
We had single dad.
Workplace romance.
Age gap.
Well, slight age gap. Yeah.
Age gap, we accept.
I mean,
it's
anything
10
10 years is age gap.
It was actually 7 years, but that's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, mathematician.
Yeah, she was 30, he was 37, I believe.
No,
He was in his 40s.
I thought he was in his late 30s.
He was definitely in his 40s.
I'm gonna have to review that fact. That needs a fact check. I was pretty sure he was in his late 30s. Okay.
Forced proximity,
Yeah,
kind
forced
of.
proximity.
Oh, yeah.
I take that one.
And definitely a slow burn.
Yes.
Sort of a friends to lovers too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Brief enemies to friends to lovers.
Yes.
Yeah, but very
Actually,
brief.
yeah, I was so
Yeah.
surprised at how quickly she was like, "Oh no, it's all good." Like right whenever they meet.
Yeah.
The coffee thing, I would not have handled that well at all.
Yeah.
Well, again, but it's like she can't get angry at the first meeting because,
Right.
of course, the stereotypical Latina.
Yeah.
That's right.
And like
I
it
thought
all
it was also because she was like in the press and like she didn't want to draw any more attention to herself after the breakup with
That is
McIntyre.
true. But it was
That's true,
also,
yeah.
in the office because it was their first meeting.
Yeah, she doesn't want to present an image that's unprofessional.
No.
And I can respect that.
her confidence too after her outfit change. I was like,
I know.
oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, I quit.
You know, confidence of an actor, right?
Yeah.
Like you're on screen, you're forward facing, and she like owned that. She's like, I'm the star. I'm gonna go in there in this horrible outfit, and she nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woman plan. She did it.
I liked her. I liked her. Did you like him?
Well, should we do our
Oh yeah, we
reviews?
want to do the round table. Yeah.
I really liked it. I thought it was a light, fun read. I think I'm starting to realize I don't care for contemporary as much as I thought I did. Certain aspects. It's nothing specific about this book, but just in general, I like fantasy a lot more. And I thought it was interesting to get to see like the inclusion of the scenes that they're doing for them.
Oh, I actually loved how they jumped in chapters. Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. The more I read contemporary, the more I'm like, maybe it's not my favorite in the world, but there were so many different things about this book that it made it still really interesting and really exciting. Like I have a little bit of like the Latina side of my family, but not the full aspect of it. So this was really fun seeing the dynamic. And also, I did also really love the jumping scenes, like whenever they were filming. I thought that that was a really fun take.
All right, so I gotta put the book down for my review because my review is this.
Slow clap.
Love it.
I loved it. It was so much fun. I had a blast reading it. I love Jasmine. I loved Ashton. I only have amazing things to say. Everybody should read this book.
Yes, I thought this book was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I do love contemporary. I prefer it to romantasy. Just so much fun. It feels like watching a show. And it was a show.
I love the book. I had a personal connection to Jasmine because she only learned Spanish through like working on the shows. And I'm a no sabo kid, so I kind of only understand it. I could speak a little bit of Spanish, but either way, I loved it. I loved both characters. Again, I did love watching like the part of the show because once the last chapter came, I was like, who's at the door? And then I was upset. I was like, wait, I have to wait for next season, but it's not really a show.
Yeah, that was actually a clever cliffhanger at the end of Carmen in Charge. I liked that too, actually.
We all like Jasmine.
We all love Jasmine. I really liked her. She embodied a strong woman, a strong woman that I feel like a lot of women see themselves as or want to emulate. I felt like she was a great FMC. I thought that he was, I mean, he'd had his trauma with obviously with his kid and the whole paparazzi thing. I'm spoiling everything, but
That's what we do here.
yes, we spoil. But I did feel like I wish he could have been a little bit more aware of self, I guess, or like, you know, more alpha in like the fact that he's like, you know what, I had all these traumas, but I'm gonna like, you know, be the strong dad and be this strong forward-facing character. And I think it was a hard dichotomy. I love that he was a telenovela star first.
I actually really love that like that he had gone through this trauma and like this pain and like wasn't trying to be like a major like alpha about it or like it just felt very like it felt very true to like men I know in my life, like the softness that is actually
It made
like
it
present.
seem more genuine.
I totally agree. Yeah, and I really empathize with him because like the whole drama around her not knowing that he had a son. Obviously, if I was her, I would be hurt as hell. Like I totally get that, but then I get it from his perspective too.
Yeah, I feel like neither side is incorrect. He obviously had his fears, and his main priority was protecting his son. But it's also completely understandable that if you find out a secret like that from somebody that you're spending so much time with, you're gonna feel hurt, even if you are like, yeah, this made complete sense, but I still feel like you could have told me. I think both sides were right.
Yeah. And it's one of those rare miscommunication like tropes where I'm like, oh, I actually agree with this and I understand both sides. And this is a real miscommunication that causes like real big problems.
Like this could absolutely.
It was realistic, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
it was
100%.
very realistic.
Yeah.
I think that like the part where I felt like there was like a weakness that bugged me, it was like the first time they were like hooking up. And he was like, I cannot penetrate you. Or he said something that was like so cringy. And I was like,
Saying it was cringy, yes, at the
There
same
was
time.
something about the way that dialogue was written that I was like,
But then they addressed it.
yeah,
So you were like, did I really
they
say
did.
that?
I love Listen, they addressed things that I was thinking about, and then like 20 pages later, like his name, I was like, Ashton. I was like, this just does not seem like a Latino name. And then they addressed the whole thing.
and
And
she's
really
like-
I love that they answered questions.
She's like, I wondered where your parents got Ashton.
No, I immediately I clocked it. I said, no one's naming their kid Ashton. That's one thing we do. We judge these names.
That's right.
And that he was like primarily well known also in the Latinx community on telenovelas with the name Ashton. You know, you'd think he would have used his birth name, but I think it was hard to say because I couldn't.
Well, it's just.
But it makes sense from he wants to be more than just a telenovela star, and a lot of actors nowadays actually do
crossover.
that. Yeah, a lot of actors actually do change their names to make it more simple and make it easier for them to be able to
Usable.
cross.
Yeah, because
Yes.
like, majority of the interviews are not going to say the name correctly. So like
How do
that's
you
why
say the name? I couldn't hear it in my mind.
it's just Angel Luis. So Angel Luis, basically.
Oh.
But like of course, if you're going to pronounce it right, you got to say Angel Luis.
What's the correct way to say his son's name?
Yadiel.
Yeah, that
I was
knew,
close.
'cause I've heard this
Okay.
name
That's cute.
actually.
Yeah, I thought it was a cute name. I thought it was.
I agree.
I also just thought it was really nice, not that this is realistic because they're both like movie stars and stuff, but I did feel like all of their issues and their fears were very realistic. Like
Oh yeah.
Jasmine's dealing with her parents not really understanding her successful career and not understanding like how she actually is doing really well for herself because they don't see any value in what she's doing because she's not married with kids.
Yeah.
And that's a very real issue that people have, like even today. So I just thought it was so nice that yes, they're movie stars, but it was relatable in that sense. I did really like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it also speaks to like whenever I read something or watch something, you know, where there's like a minority culture that's really showcased. It spoke to the culture too. Like we have a huge family. Everyone has kids. Like your values sort of determined by contributing to the family in this way. And like how she was trying to straddle that line. I think she did want to get married and have kids, but she wasn't conventional in the cultural family sense. I definitely, and this is like a totally different culture, but I love this movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And there's always parallels whenever you're showcasing any sort of like minority family and culture and everything like that. And I do like how they leaned in to the culture in a fun way and like with the big family. And of course I knew that like the whole end was going to tie up at the grandmother's birthday because they kept mentioning all the foreshadowing of it. Like obviously you knew that was going to be how the whole thing ended.
Yeah.
And I loved it. That's also like, I didn't mind that I had that I knew that was going to be the ending, kind of.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like I knew it was gonna be the ending, but it's like, will he show or will he not show? You know.
Yeah, but you knew he would.
Yeah. Well.
Well, and like even
I hope.
And with the family too, which I loved.
I did like that a lot.
Yeah.
Their families met, and that's how you bring families together. It's always a big party.
I feel like that's one of the things with contemporary is that, yes, every now and then there may be like an added thing that you haven't seen regularly, but for the most part, when you read contemporary, a lot of it's like a Hallmark movie. It's the same formula. And so I was like at page 50, and I texted Hannah, and I was like, the third act breakup is going to be his son getting found out, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know it's going to happen. But still, you still watch it or you still read it because you still want to know
how it plays out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you guess it all, you're like, okay, cool. Like, I knew that was going to happen, but that was still really nice and entertaining.
And you don't necessarily guess the way it happens. You know it will happen.
I did think
You were pretty specific.
the revelation was a little underwhelming, honestly. I thought it was going to be more. So
What about the BuzzFeed, or I guess what do they call it?
Buzz Weekly.
Buzz
Oh,
Weekly.
yeah.
I was the Kitty Sanchez.
Yeah.
I was definitely like, I was a little like at the end how they tied her in. She was actually really a fan. She wasn't.
Yeah.
She was just trying to make them forward facing so people would keep talking about them. Like, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting that.
That was
but
a
it
nice
was-
little twist at the end.
Yeah.
But I do think that that's like kind of true to, unfortunately, like our internet culture is
Exactly.
that like we hear more about celebrities when they're going through beef or when they're going through breakups. And I do think that a lot of people who are writing these nasty headlines probably are fans, like in their heart, but
Or they want to make them more like elevate their visibility.
yeah, it's just a shame that unfortunately it like
has
always
to be that.
it always comes from like a very toxic place that
Yeah.
like catapults them into stardom.
If it bleeds, it leads. It's that old mentality in the news, right? If it bleeds, it leads. Similarly, and like this, the especially the internet culture now, it's like what do they call it now? Rage bait and stuff like that.
I liked how they went about the casting though, and like some of the things that they took the time to explain, like with the intimacy coordinator, like it wasn't something that Ashton was familiar with, and so hearing his thoughts on how this was something that was different than what he was used to. And there were some parts that I did feel like were a really cool way. It almost did feel like peeking behind the curtain of like an
Of a set.
actual show.
Yeah.
So that was a really fun element in my mind anyway.
Yeah, I really love that. I thought that this was just like very layered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of C plots. Very
And it was well laid out. I thought it was I agree. The whole like behind the scenes thing, how they went from chapter to chapter of like the scene, and it was like mildly scripted, and like how you could hear it playing out, and how their emotions were sort of entangled with their real selves and their character selves, and it was clever how she did it. I thought because even though you knew what that formula was going to be, she expressed it uniquely.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Thank you. I tried.
How did you guys feel about Ashton coming to terms with realizing that his family is actually okay and that his dad has actually been taking care of his son well, and that he's maybe not needed as much as he thinks he is?
I completely understand from his perspective. So there was a situation when I was graduating, my parents were going to be like empty nesters, and I got really worried. Because like, they're totally fine. They're completely fine adults. But I was just like, oh my God, they're childless. Oh, what are they going to do without me? But at the same time, my brother was coming home to like live in the same town. So it was just like, okay, there's a kid to be there with them.
Yeah.
Again, they don't need us. They're completely fine. But it was just like, oh, I have to step back. Because of course they're getting older and like time is so like short now with them, but you saw that the grandparents are going to start traveling with them. So I was like, okay, I think it takes time for him to be like, wow, now I have my kid.
Yeah.
That was a crazy part. He's like, whoa, I have my kid now.
Yeah.
And
What am I going to do now?
What am I gonna do?
I thought it showed a lot of growth for him too, though, because having that fear of not being able to protect him, but also his constant like sadness of not being able to just see his son anytime he wanted and talk to him anytime. I don't know, I just thought it showed really great growth for him. That and just like his vulnerability with like the fears that he was having whenever he did finally express those with Jasmine. I thought that was so sweet, and I was just like, see, men can talk about their feelings.
That's
Like,
right.
It's
Open
totally
up.
fine. It's
Yeah.
actually better if you do.
As a parent, I think in my mind he was straddling the line between guilt and relief because more than even sadness. He expressed it as sadness in the book, but you feel guilty when you're not with your kids. but you're also relieved to know that somebody else has got it and that you can go and do what you have to do. And I know that feeling because I feel that way. I envy his character because he has so much family surrounding his kid. And I wish that I had had that as a parent. And so I think it was good. I mean, at the end, of course, when he got the kid, he's like, I'm scared. And of course, they all rallied around him. But I do think beyond the sadness, it is a feeling of guilt and relief, especially as like a working parent or as a parent that isn't giving all the attention. He only has one, and when you spread it out amongst a bunch of kids, it's hard. I do feel guilty, so I definitely related to the guilt he felt.
I mean, even now, if I go more than like a day or two without checking in with my dad, he's calling me, asking me if I'm alive, and I'm like, well, I'm obviously alive, but
Doesn't he have a little thing where like my mom tracks me? She'll be like, oh, I saw you were at so-and-so today. I'm like, okay.
My parents tracked me the other way. I was at Sam's Club. I used their account and I ordered pizza. My mom got the notification. She was like, what's my
What are you buying at Sam's
Yeah.
Club?
She thought it was my dad, but it was me. But
Because you're still 22, and you're allowed to.
I share the same Barnes & Noble account as my mom, and my mom will never claim the rewards on her end. She always lets me claim the rewards.
Your mom is so sweet. Fan casting?
I was just about to say.
I know you said you were having a hard time thinking of fan cast.
I totally forgot. I showed up and I was
okay.
like, oh.
I have it for this one. And I feel like I know it. Now here's the thing. In my mind, this book takes place in 1996. And so that's who I fan casted from.
the year I was born.
Shout out. That's the year I turned 20. So I fan casted actors. I know, I'm old.
Don't do math.
There's this movie that came out in the 90s called Desperado with Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek, and they were both
Are you
fucking
literally
hot.
about to ask if we know who Antonio Banderas is?
No, I guess you would.
I saw him last
And that's
night.
who I would think you would know him from. Like, not that movie.
Philadelphia. What was the other?
Oh yeah, he was Tom Hanks' husband in that, right?
Yeah, Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
Oh,
What was
see,
Nicole
and that's
Kidman
where
one?
you know him from. Like, I knew him from that movie.
He was in a bunch of stuff, but it was giving like last time when she said, I mean, people
I don't know, you're celebrity.
people like Brad Pitt.
Well, anyway, they were in this movie in the 90s, which I did see in the theater, and they were both so smoking hot in that movie, so I immediately put them into those characters.
Oh, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So I thought that
That
was
was
a
so
good
funny though because I
Yeah.
was thinking Antonio Banderas too, but I was like, not now because
No, that's why I said it takes place in 1996.
But
Any
yeah.
age. Just kidding.
Mine is Gina Rodriguez. Do you guys remember her from Jane the Virgin?
Yes. Oh, yes.
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 And they mentioned this book in there, right?
Yeah,
Right?
They mentioned Jane the
Oh,
Virgin,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is a great,
It's so
great
good.
show.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
And then Anthony Ramos. Anthony
Oh, okay.
Ramos.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was thinking
Yes.
about him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought you were gonna pick somebody from Jane the Virgin, so that's why I was looking at you
You know
because I was
what?
like,
I can actually
going with
see.
this.
I can
But
see.
now I get it. Now I get it.
I can see Justin Baldoni as well at this point.
Oh, controversial, but
I
yes.
thought she was gonna say
Well,
that, so that's why I was looking at you funny.
All your picks were a little controversial.
Gina Rodriguez is controversial.
A little bit.
Anthony Ramos
Tell me what happened.
very controversial.
What?
Wait, I don't even know who they are. I know who Jane the Virgin
Why is
are.
Anthony Ramos
I don't know
controversial?
the other guy.
He cheated on his fiance, and now they're broke.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
During,
that.
like Hamilton time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that either.
Right after.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, and then what about Gina?
Well, people are not like you because she says like the N word and everything.
Why would you do
I know. I love her, but when she started, I was like, oh.
If you start saying the N word, yeah, you should be canceled.
Yeah.
Wow.
But just like their face, just their
Their faces, they're fat. They're
I didn't know about
Scratch it.
I don't know who they are.
I think I made a face
Here
when
we
you
go.
said
Here we
it.
go. I didn't come up with any ideas for this fan cast.
I know that I won't know yours, so let's hear them. Because you just said I didn't.
Mine
So
might be
great.
controversial as well. I don't know. William Levy.
William.
He was in Dancing with the Stars in 2013.
Oh, okay.
And then of course he was the popular name in all telenovelas.
Ah, okay.
But he's blonde. I want to point out that I know
He is so not blonde.
but he kind of has the same like
Jaw?
figure. figure.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
I never think of a woman.
Fair.
I don't know why.
She's like,
every time.
she's like, there's another woman.
What? They're kissing me.
I didn't think of like a man because I wasn't really paying that close attention. And then for her, I don't want to say it out loud because I feel like it's not right.
No,
Just say it out loud, then I definitely want you to say it out loud.
Okay, so she's supposed to be like Latina and Filipino, right? And so my head was trying to think of like who could kind of have a sort of blend, but I don't know what her last name is.
What is she from?
What's her first name?
Colombiana. Her first name is Zoe.
Oh, Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
she's
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I really honed in on the part where she was talking about how she's Filipino and Hispanic, and that was part of the reason why she didn't know Spanish growing up is because her mom didn't speak Spanish. And so I was like, who would have that kind of look? And Zoe is who popped into my head.
Yeah.
This gives me,
I like her.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no fan cast?
No, I didn't think of anybody.
Me neither.
Do any of our... if I was going to do another fan cast, was the girl who played in the movie Spanglish. Do you guys remember that movie? What's her name? She's gorgeous. And I can't think of her name either.
He's Adam Sandler, and she's...
Leave it to you, fans. Leave it to you. That's actually she would be another great fan
That
cast.
I would.
That's actually one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies too.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Watch that one.
It's really good. Are we gonna read the second? Anybody?
Oh, I would.
I think so.
When is it coming out? I think it's out.
It's out. All of them are out.
3 are out.
This is the Primas of Power series.
When did this one? When was this one published?
So which cousin is
Michelle.
Oh, yeah, they're all
the-
standalones.
Yeah, because of course actually didn't talk about it. She has a group chat with her cousins, Primas of Power.
Which Primas of Power?
Yes, it's with her, Michelle, and then there was another cousin. I can't.
I love that she was
Ava?
closer to her cousins too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
kind of-
that's so relatable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm close to my brothers, but I'm close to my cousins as well.
Yeah.
So, but like, I totally understand because, of course, the sister kind of acted. I don't know how to movie comparison, but I totally was like,
Give all the movie comparisons because that's how I think about everything.
Well, it was
every day.
it was kind of giving frenemy because it was very much competing.
yes.
So
sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
that's true.
You have the kids, you have like a husband and everything, like.
Yeah.
And the parents seem to like you
But I
better.
think
They
that's
favor
very-
you because of these things. You brought the grandchildren.
I think it's very relatable because like even my cousin is like my absolute bestie. So I think a lot of people can feel that.
I love in all the books that are contemporary and taking place in modern day, they never mention like phones that much, like as being like such a central character when it really is like people are still reading
think the
paper
biggest-
magazines and they're finding out in the supermarket that they're dumped, not on some like clickable thing.
But also, to be fair, for this particular book, she literally was not on socials because of like the whole dump.
Yeah.
And then-
But she
even
found
there were
out at the
those-
supermarket before she got off socials.
right
On the
and
TV.
And
She
then
found out through
Michelle was like, "Hey, turn your phone off whenever like things would hit the fan."
Yeah.
So
And then also my favorite, I
Testament to turning our phones off in general sometimes, right? Taking a little break from it.
sometimes I want to.
I know.
My favorite part we didn't touch up on was that when she told like what actually happened with her ex, I forgot his name, but we don't even need
McIntyre.
to know. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But like, and then Ashton goes, "Oh, that's it."
yeah,
Like, but like, no, it was like so much more because she's a woman and she has to be like something happened. It's because she didn't please the man or something like that. All those headlines, and she gets it worse than him.
Yes. Oh, they always create a story that blames the woman.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%.
And so, yeah, I just really like. I think he did go like, "Oh, but you're more than that," and kind of just reassured her. Thank God.
I did think his thought process was really funny whenever he first sees McIntyre and he was like, "He needs a haircut."
Yeah.
I'm in love with
Like a very dad reaction.
It is,
right?
and I also thought it was just so funny. It was like, okay, cool. I have the ugliest picture in my head now.
Yeah.
We don't like this McIntyre guy.
I could totally see which kind of like music artists that he was trying to like.
Who did you fan cast him? Well, not fan.
Oh, God,
But cast.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know his name, but like Addison Rae's boyfriend.
I don't know that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She's dating right now.
I didn't know she was.
Like I don't know, but I just don't think he's that cute. She's gorgeous.
Oh, obsessed.
Okay, I have a cast for him. I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie School of Rock?
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
God, Jack Black.
Not Jack Black. The guy at the end who has like the sleeves.
like
but no shirt. And he's hitting on.
You're so right. Yes. Yes, that's
like that totally just popped in my head.
He wears that little like collar
Yeah,
thing
it's like
and
the
tattoos.
Yeah, and he's like
sleeves
all abs.
with letters, and he's like kind of like this, and he's hitting on the
do
principal.
remember it.
Oh my god,
so
that
funny.
that's him. That's McIntyre.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything
I
was
love that.
Cute.
I have no idea what that guy's name is.
Well,
but,
McIntyre's cute too.
Viper or
but
snake?
I think you're
I'll have
right.
to
but he has
Google
a
it, I don't
snaky,
remember.
slimy quality in that
Yeah.
movie, and I feel like he would be the perfect
yeah.
McIntyre.
I
And then you're
agree.
thinking, why would she look twice at that guy? Why?
I don't know. The principal loved him.
Yeah.
I'm the principal of the.
No, he was hitting on her, and she loved that.
Yeah. What I say? Should we rate?
Oh, spicy?
Oh,
Yeah, this is a slow burn.
Yeah, I would say like a 3.
I give it a 3.
2.5?
That's a good one.
2.5.
I would probably say
Yeah.
2.5.
2.5.
It was open door, but it wasn't like off the walls, and it was a
Yeah.
slow burn.
It had a traditional open door feeling.
Yeah,
I think it is traditional. Isn't it traditionally published?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely, and I can tell now. I feel like a little more too. Like when I read more of a traditionally published romance, they don't go as like into that spice.
It was an interesting.
I was like, are we putting this somewhere or? I just want to give a shout out to the author Alexis.
Yes.
She's got
yeah.
a great name.
She does.
Oh yes, I know you love her name.
Shout out, we love you, because she commented on our video. So.
Miranda was very excited.
She should come to the
Yes.
studio with us. Don't you girls think?
Come to Austin.
Come to Austin.
I really loved it. I had so much fun. This was an absolute joy to read. And I definitely want to read the
do too.
the second book. Yeah.
Gotta know who's at the door.
Oh, who's at the door? I know.
What if they open up with that? Oh my God, wait.
They should open it.
absolutely
I
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That'd
think
be good.
they probably do.
She's already written it, but if you didn't open it that way, you should rewrite it. Like
A special edition.
consider
Even though
Yeah.
it's about Michelle.
Well, it goes off. She's like, oh, I'm watching
that was a
Jasmine's
cliffhanger
show.
for the
turns
show,
out-
I need more
I don't know.
They
show.
loop that in though.
I kind of actually hope they keep the show even in the next book like a little bit.
Hayden does make a good point though, where Michelle's
maybe.
not in the show.
I just see the
God.
first. I just see the
Maybe
first
I'll
chapter,
just-
like, oh,
she,
she's
like,
finishing the
somehow is a
episode,
part of it.
like
That's
that.
true.
And then
I-
texting Jasmine in the group chat,
Anything
like,
can happen.
It'd be cool if there were parallels between like the scenes and what was going on with Michelle.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the reason why I start a second book in an interconnected series is like because I get so attached to the first two characters
Yeah.
that I just want at least
You just
like,
want to
glimpse-
see what's
of
happening
course.
peripherally with
Yeah,
that.
I just want at least like a little glimpse of what's happening still because
Absolutely.
I'm not ready
Yes.
to let go.
That's
Yes.
me with Bridgerton.
That's me with Grace Turner's books.
Anyway, we loved this book. We loved this author. You should still come in. You had me at Hola. Was fun, fabulous. I give it 10 out of 10. I feel like the group agrees. Stay tuned for more book picks, more book recs, more book things, all the things romance. Thank you for tuning in. And next book's coming up soon.
Yep.
Yay!
Slow clap. See you in 2 weeks for the next plot teasers.